in a lot of ways, we were lazy investors. We wanted the rewards without doing all of the grunt.
hard work.
And it was really good. We could carry on with our lifestyle knowing that all we had to worry about was money going into the bank. We didn't have to worry about leaky taps, broken windows, rattly doors. We had none of that. All as we worried about was money going into our bank account once a month. It was easy, simple, really simple, really simple. We chose Staircase because we wanted to carry on with our life. We didn't want to be tied to looking after a property, mowing lawns, chasing tenants for money. We wanted a simple one-stop shop that did everything for us so that we could carry on. I love going fishing. I would rather be out fishing than mowing lawns, trimming hedges. Kerry's not interested in doing any of that stuff, are you?
You could call us lazy property investors, but we're okay with that.
Yeah.
And so is Staircase.
And our tenants were happy not to see us as well too.
Yeah.
It was a win-win situation. And the one thing that we did do when we chose Staircase is Staircase do brand new properties. So there's little to no maintenance in the first 3 to 5 years. So it's even easier. It's simple. Just carry on living and watch your property grow in value. It's that simple.
Ralph and I came into property investing probably quite a bit later in life than a lot of people today would be. We had both been recently divorced when we got together, and having had a previous marriage, it was awkward. We came out with half each, and we wanted to make sure that that nest egg that we did have, however large or small it may have been, was going to grow into something that would provide us sooner rather than later with the lifestyle that we knew we wanted to continue. So I retired 18 months ago from my previous vocation, and I have a superannuation fund, a private one. I haven't had to touch it. So that's a nice little financial backup that we haven't had to draw on. So that will just sit there accumulating while Staircase and our properties provide us with the income we desire.
And we haven't changed our lifestyle since Kerry retired.
No.
So the reason we entered property investment was we wanted to pay the mortgage off on our own home at a great rate of knots. And our plan was to pay that off inside 10 years. We chose Staircase because they showed us a program that could do that. But their program was wrong. We actually did it in 7 years. So we had 3 years up our sleeves, which meant we could go and buy more property and get further ahead. We had a meeting at home first, and then to make sure that we met the criteria for investing, and then we had a meeting in town at their offices in town.
That's right.
And we sat down with the financial advisor, and he said, Ralph and Kerry, you've got this much to spend. Do you want to go shopping? And within 24 hours, we had bought one property. Kerry wanted to buy two. She was that keen. But I had to hold her back a little bit. So we started with one, and we did the crawl, walk, run thing. So we bought our first one, and then 18 months later, we bought our second one. And then we've bought multiples after, but it was the first one that was the hard one to get us over the line because we didn't know the process. The second, third, fourth, and fifth ones were just a meeting at the office. Yep, we'll take that one, thanks very much. When do we pay for it? When do tenants move in? That was it. And I can tell you some properties that we've got or had, we've never been inside them. There is no emotional attachment for us. It is purely investment. And
Is that simple?
it's that simple.
And it's so simple that you think at the time, why didn't we do this earlier? And that's kind of
That's one thing we should have done it earlier. They can get you into a property in Hamilton, Christchurch, Queenstown that will give you income. So it doesn't have to be in your place of residence. It can be out of town. And we've had a few out of town, haven't we? And we've never had any issues. They've got such good property managers that we have comfort knowing that we can sit in Auckland and have property in Tauranga, Papamoa, Queenstown, and no issues. No issues. And carry on with our life.
They do have a great setup for that. We have, as Ralph has said, we have properties in Tauranga and Queenstown, are both too far to be driving to or flying to if there's an issue. So they have people on the ground doing that for you. So there's no worries. You just, it's just so simple.
So simple. So simple. It is. It's so simple.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Yeah. Plus, as I say, that umbrella of confidence that staircase give you by being there with you, making sure that you understand, what process you're at, because from signing a contract to actually owning the property can be a matter of months. It can be 18 months. But you know that you have their support as you're going through the whole process.
Not the case. It has been good, but it's not too good to be true. It's a genuine money-making program.
We have had hiccups along the way, we'll be quite honest about that, but never they're not created by staircase. It's generally a building issue or something like that, or where perhaps the developer hasn't been able to be granted consent for the development. But those are not created by staircase. Those are problems for them to deal with, and that's what their band of staff do. They deal with that side of it. There are always people to help you through your side of it. As I say, accountants, lawyers, real estate agents, people you can just ring up and say, hey, what's the progress on this property or whatever. But even so, they're still really good at keeping everyone in the loop. Updated. We like I say, we've had a few hiccups, but nothing that hasn't been rectified quickly or to our benefit. We've been very lucky that way.
Only too happy. We've had a really, really, really good run. Really good run.
And we feel like we've been looked after the whole way. And not just at the start, you kind of feel like, oh, maybe they just do that to hook you in for the first one. But they don't. It's the same service, no matter how many properties you're buying, whether it's 1, 2, 3, your 5th or your 10th, it's the same the whole way through.
They almost become part of your family.
They do. They're part of your investment family.
No one's come to birthday parties or anything though, have they?
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
Okay,
but they're on the Christmas card list.
Well, I'd hate to be missing out. If I wasn't with Staircase, I'd feel like I would have missed out somewhere along the line. You've got to remember, Staircase, all as they do is property investment. That's all they do. There's a lot to know in the accountancy side of
But
stuff that Staircase know it inside and out. You don't miss out on anything.
and that's what you're tapping into with Staircase, because it's a one-stop shop. You're actually tapping into their expertise. As I say, they have accountants, they have lawyers, they have real estate agents.
They're specialists.
They're specialists. That's all that they do. Just
Pick up the phone.
if you're thinking of calling them, do it sooner rather than later. The sooner you get onto that journey towards your first property, the better, and the easier the second and third, and you will be wanting to buy more and more if you can, because the system is faultless.